countdown, and then once the Twitch delay catches up, we will have a race.
Nice. All right. Okay, it looks like Lavkian has a bit less delay.
Little bit, yep, tiny bit. All right,
so here we go.
Let's see what chests we've got in the throne room today. Let's hope for an extra magic key.
Oh. Guaranteed to be one magic key, but just a lot of gold. Oh, and they have outside but not return.
Well, right, yeah, because you need return in order to get out of the throne room. Good amount of gold though, so let's hope there's a town somewhere nearby.
Yeah, usually in this situation, I would go back and save, just in case I die.
Probably a good idea, and that's exactly what it looks like Lavkian is doing. Sylverfyre looks like he's doing the same right now.
Oh, he's taking the alternate stairs. Path divergence. Yeah, I think they both just took a peek to see if there was a town nearby. Just interesting note, the gold amount, the chest amounts are random for gold. So Sylverfyre only got 1,200 and Lavkian got like 1,500.
We have a cave. Ooh.
Could be something you might be able to get a key from.
Here we go, red slime. I want a Draki on Sylverfyre's side.
Like you said, their strength is good, so they should have no problem. No problem powering through this first level or so.
Ooh, wizard! Uh-oh.
I'm very. Oh, he resets, so he loses that progress.
Saves the gold, and it looks like Lavkian's going to beat a ghost. And we get to level 2.
So I'm surprised neither of them has stepped into that cave. Have they?
Nope, neither one of them. Ooh, that's a huge magic point upgrade there.
Is it for right now?
Now, why wouldn't they go into the lower cave? Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, town.
Oh, keys.
Oh, and it is Rimmeldar key time.
All right. So yeah, getting keys is one of the major gatekeepers in these runs. Well, it can be. It basically opens up the throne room, or the treasury in the castle. It opens up, you get a free cave, and sometimes that can be all you need, really, to get going.
Right, and especially if it's really nice and handy if you have an early Garenham, so you can open the door to Garenham and get the 3 free chests.
Let's see, what do we have in Remolder? Nothing special.
Yeah, things not necessarily a bad thing, depending on how the way things go.
Yeah, sure.
Now let's see. Now let's see what I would imagine. Now we're going to see Lavkian look for some weapons and armor. Maybe a chainmail, maybe a hand axe, maybe a half plate. Let's see what we got.
A little bit of everything. So yeah, we have a hand axe, chainmail, and a small shield. I'm guessing.
I'm guessing he's going to get them all.
Yep. All right. So what's this other cave? Oh, it's the jerk cave.
It's the jerk.
Okay.
The jerk being so close to Tangiel is a very good thing.
Unless you're me and like forget that it's there and try and search for it. That has been known to occur.
Alrighty, so what do we have here cave-wise?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
Pretty hard.
It's a right only go, so maybe it's the tablet cave, maybe? Ooh.
Interesting.
Try to
choice.
take out a metal scorpion.
They have very little health. There's a good chance. There we go. That's like 35, 31. So that should get 2 levels, I think.
Yeah, but looks like.
And a radiant, so you can actually go and explore that cave now.
Nice. Well, I got a decent HP up, but it didn't look like there was really anything great other than the HP up in those 2 levels.
Well, that's helpful.
And Sylverfyre's already at level 4 and taking on a Druin, and the Druin.
The same experience right now. Oh, is he going to survive? That would be amazing. Oh, it takes out the droll.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice little bit of experience right there.
I wonder what he's trying to do now. Oh, probably going back to open the treasury, I imagine. How are our voices, audience? Can you hear us? Are we too loud, too quiet? Oh, there's a key that was locked up.
Gold, so there's a gold grind possibility there.
Oh, and the token.
Nice.
So what that means, normally there are 3 overworld item spots that contain Erdrick's token, Erdrick's armor, and the fairy flute. And those are normally randomized, except there's a 50% chance, or in this case, 100% chance, that the token can be in a chest. Those 3 spots will be empty. So they should be progressing about the same way now. Well, I guess, Sylverfyre, who doesn't have keys? I'm all backward. Sylverfyre doesn't have keys.
Sylverfyre, he has not found Rimmildar yet. And
Okay.
and underneath Tantagel Castle is the staff cave, so where you trade in the silver harp for the staff of rain. So that's a handy thing to know.
They really wanted to make things easy on the hero.
Now it looks like these trolls are really nice level ups or grind spots right now because they are susceptible to stop spell, and looks like the only thing they really do is cast hurt, which pretty much makes them a free kill.
Yeah, and I agree with this strategy. If your strength is as high as it is, I don't mind pounding through the first few levels, just because you never know if level 5 is going to give hurt more or something like that.
Right. Speaking of which, we have level 5 on Sylverfyre side.
Yep. No spells, though, it looks like.
No agility and no spells.
Empty Eye loves it.
Now it looks like we have an issue with Lab Stream.
He died a bit earlier. He's live, but no display.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, just hopefully an OBS thing.
Meanwhile, Sylverfyre is pounding some drolls and finds a town. And it's Breckenary, everyone's least favorite town. But he might be able to buy some stuff.
Yeah, maybe Dragon Scale, cheap inn.
He bought a bamboo pole, wondering if he's going to buy a club. So immediately upgrades.
Yep. I'm going to probably get the leather armor. Go ahead.
Maybe he's going to go and use that money for herbs and a dragon scale instead.
That could be.
Oh, what? There's someone standing in the door. I've never had that happen before.
Get out of the way, NPC!
So, Edge, it looks like the Sylverfyre stream is being duplicated. Just so you know. Oh. Stream. But it's dropping a lot of frames. That'd be tough to have that happen in the middle of a race.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Sylverfyre dons the dragon scale.
And that gives a strength boost of 2, yes?
Race last night, I had it for about 20 minutes before I equipped it. I'm really bad for that.
Yeah, but once you equip it, it's a permanent increase. So once you equip it, you can get rid of it.
Yeah, but what I mean is I bought it and then I equipped it like 20 minutes later. I forgot. I do that a lot, especially if I have to do a lot of shopping.
Oh, thanks, MTI. And we've got a little bit of grinding action going on. That looks like some druids, some drolls, and some ghosts.
Yeah.
Where's a good fire spell when you need it?
Yeah, you really gotta. After this next level, if you don't get anything, you kind of have to bite the bullet and start exploring a bit.
I would agree.
Because after this level, they start to get spaced out pretty good.
Yep. So the next level, it looks like, is 165? Yeah. 165 to the next level, and then after that, it's 337. So, yeah, one more level.
Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, but this map, there's no real impediments to exploring.
So far, that we've seen.
Yeah, like, I guess there's a bit of desert, but it doesn't look like there's any crazy difficult zones. He really needs to kind of reach out, try and find some better gear, because at this point, a club isn't going to get you very far.
Not really. The hand axe that lavkian picked up was certainly a better option.
Yeah.
Now this should take Sylverfyre up to the next level. Nope. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, as long as you don't have anything crazy.
Is he going to be able to get this warlock?
Should be close. Be very close.
Yeah, he does have herbs. That dodge didn't help. And he is going to use an herb. Yep. I think he's got it now.
Yeah, herbs are very important when you don't have a heal spell. Sometimes it's worth taking an entire 45 seconds to pop into a town to fill that up. Beat those stronger enemies, and it helps you level up faster.
Nice, nice 5-point agility increase there at level 6, but not much more. Maybe I think 9 MP is nice, but
I think you got to start exploring. But
yeah, really,
the time loss isn't that bad yet. But who knows? It's always a tough decision to make, because sometimes you want to explore, but sometimes everything is too strong for you, and you either die or you're not fighting anything, so you're just walking for the sake of walking. Well, meanwhile, we have lavkian dropping about 90% of his frames. It's okay. This game is good in 6 FPS, right?
Yeah, exactly. lavkian's stream is now brought to you by Microsoft PowerPoint, the best in slideshows.
He's at level 5, 150 experience. I'm not sure if he's explored Tanagerl Basement. That might have happened when the stream was down.
Looks like we have a Sherlock find on lavkian's side now that it's back.
Okay.
Of course, I don't know where that is in relation to Tanagerl Castle. Ooh, Poltergeist with heal more. That ain't gonna work.
What, with that 15 HP heal more? They do have stop spell though, so it's not the end of the world.
No. Especially considering how it looks like mostly they're just gonna cast heal more and hurt.
Yep. They're not to give you a perspective, a poltergeist gives you pretty much the same experience as a scorpion. So they're not. They just have a little bit more health. So worthless enemy, but a less worth enemy. And so it looks like lavkian is in the mountain cave.
I still see him in the mountains right now. We have a chainmail pickup on Sylverfyre's side, so he's got now a little bit of added defense going on.
Lavkian is definitely in the mountain cave. So that's good stuff. He can actually, if he's found some valuable stuff in a shop, he can execute a gold grind. Basically, I'm only seeing one frame every 2 seconds for him, so I'm just trying to guess. Yeah, so Lavkian's a bit down on experience, but he's making much better use of exploration. So if he can buy something like, say, even a broadsword or even a flame sword, he's going to start slingshotting past Sylverfyre.
Yep. Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice level for agility and for HP. Not much for anything else, though. No sleep. Ooh, metal slime. And bye-bye.
So I'm just going to refresh the streams because I think I was like a minute behind for Lavkian.
Well, I have Lavkian right now going left of the jerk cave into the desert and fighting a golem. Hey, if he ran from a golem, that's a good thing.
Yeah, they're actually surprisingly, well, they're not, yeah, I'd say they're easy to run from. They don't have high agility. You'll notice when you attack them, you can do like 50 damage.
Okay, so Holmes, this would be a good question for you. Big Bear's Cave in chat has asked, what does this randomizer change? Mr. Holmes, thank you for the floor.
All right. So the first thing you'll notice is that this map does not look anything like it does in the original game. And in fact, the entire overworld is randomized, as well as the locations of the towns and the caves. Everything, of course, is accessible. There's not going to be something on an island you can't reach. But every map is kind of a unique challenge. You're trying to find stuff, level up, do a billion things at once. So in addition to the map, the contents of the treasure chests are randomized. The locations of the armor, Erdrick's token, and the fairy flute are randomized within those 3 overworld spots. Enemy zones are randomized. Enemy spells are randomized, so you could have a blue slime with Dragon Lord breath. Almost everything you can think of that would be randomized is. Your level growths, what level you learn spells. So sometimes you get the best spell in the game hurt more at level 1. I think Nest Cardinality did a good job listing it out.
I think the only thing that I can think of that isn't randomized is item prices.
Right, but which items are in which shops is randomized.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever been a big fan of having random item prices. Like, that's a feature, and random item stats, right?
Yeah, the item stats are all the same thing. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, especially when in some other randomizers, because you can get things that you typically can't get till end game. You can get them early game, depending on how cheap they are.
Yeah. But sometimes you're playing Dragon Warrior 2 randomizer, and it can be kind of trolly. It's kind of funny. You open a chest, you get, oh, I found Erdrick's sword, and it gives you like 10 attack power. Oh, well, I'll keep my plus 50 bamboo pole.
Yeah. Or if you're playing Dragon Warrior 4 randomizer, you find the Metal Babel sword in Chapter 2, and nobody can equip it until you get the last person in your Chapter 5 party. It's like, really?
Oh. I appreciate a good troll every once in a while.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. Town on Sylverfyre's side, we have coal.
So what are we going to find? Are we going to find possibly nothing? Because one of those spots is going to be empty.
I'm thinking it's vanilla fairy flute.
So that means the Erdrick's armor is in either the overworld coordinates or in Hawk's Nest.
Exactly.
As kind of expected, Lavkian is starting to pull away experience-wise, although Sylverfyre is starting to explore more of the map.
Yeah, it looks like they're going 2 different directions. Lavkian is kind of west of Tantagel, while Sylverfyre is east of Tantagel.
And it looks like Lavkian is kind of doing something I would recommend, and that's kind of perimeter exploring the map, covering as much ground as possible. And he just finds a great find with Garenham.
Does he have any keys, though? That's going to be the question.
Oh, he should, right? He should.
It depends. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of his stream.
Yeah. But it would be very reckless to use all your keys. I imagine he must have some in reserve.
And Sylverfyre finding the Silver Harp Cave.
Yeah.
Which has a torch. Yay. I suppose a torch is better than nothing. I suppose.
You never know.
So...
Jerk Wizard is not being a jerk. He's not getting in the way. He's the jerk in training. He's not the actual jerk. All right. So I presume he's going to go.
There we go. Yep, he does have a key. Good. All right, so what do we have here?
Everything and nothing at the same time. Oh,
Oh, that's big.
Arguably more important. Arguably. I know at least one person in the chat who would argue that. And what do we have here? In the cave, we have North Swamp Cave.
That looks like Swamp North.
Yeah.
The cave right there. Watch this.
I wonder if it's Swamp South. Yeah, please.
Please, Swamp South.
So.
Come on.
Yep. It has to be.
It's gotta.
I love that.
This game is a troll sometimes. Oop, Wolf Lords with Dragon Lord breath. Bye bye.
So there you see one of the effects of randomizer. You never know when someone's gonna bust that out on you. Doki. But yeah, that's a huge game changer.
Yeah, now you'll be able to beat the tar out of a lot of different enemies.
Yep. Wolves, Warlocks probably would only take one or two hits. Spectres and Droll Magi's are good targets as well. Maybe even Wraith Knights, where you can get 50, 60 experience pretty risk-free.
Right, especially considering how neither one of our runners right now have. That's a very good thing.
Doki. So we're approaching the next level for both competitors very quickly.
Next level comes at 600, even, I think. Yep, 600. Oh, Wolf Lord on...
Yeah, he's putting it to sleep.
That's a good thing. Now, I wonder if... I don't think Sylverfyre has run into Wolf Lords yet, though, so I don't think he knows that they have Dragon Breath.
Oh, he did not know.
Just found out.
Yeah. His reaction was pretty good. He kind of flung backwards about 2 feet.
Nice little crispy hero.
As he makes a little note on that on his little piece of paper.
Do not fight Wolf Lords.
So the one thing I could see really helping Sylverfyre out is if he can find the armor. Because especially without healing, that would be a decent advantage.
So is now... Oh, Blue Dragon. Okay, easy. Nice run. Now is Sylverfyre finally going to find Rimmeldar? Just go north. Don't go north to Rimmeldar. Up. Go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope, doesn't listen. Oh, there's Sherlock. Okay.
He sees a town.
Is that Rimmeldar?
Is this it? Kind of has a little pep in his step there.
Yep, it's Rimmeldar. Oh, that's going to make grinding late game really kind of easy, having Sherlock right next to Rimmeldar.
Yeah, for sure. If that's where you need to grind.
If there's a way into Sherlock. I didn't necessarily see if there's a path.
I think so.
I thought there was, but let's see.
Just up and around the corner. But the one downside, you never know, is, like, let's say you can't actually buy herbs there. So that could be minorly annoying. So what you gonna buy with your 10 gold?
A bamboo pole again, of course.
Yeah, of course. Is he not opening the chest?
He is not.
Maybe he didn't have enough gold.
What was in that chest? I remember.
I think it was wings.
Oh, you're right, wings. You're right.
All right, so Wraith Knights.
Yep.
Unless you just spam spells, because they don't have much health. They do not have much health. That's pretty bad. He's probably going to need a crit.
Yeah, he's not doing much damage, that's for sure.
Oh, he's it's getting close. Oh, it dodged. Oh, man.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't a crit dodge, right? Come on, you can do it.
It's got to be one more hit. Yes, there we go. That's huge. That's the level.
Yep. All right, let's see what level 8 brings to our runners.
22011. Nothing.
Well, the magic points are still a good thing to have. But...
Okay, now he's opening the chest. Yeah, he found those rings. You should heal up, unless you don't have enough gold. Oh, is he going to buy another key? Yeah, it's just, these small things can add up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Having to walk all the way around. Has no keys, in which case, of course, you need to buy one. So yeah, he should head back to the treasury. He should use those wings.
Right. And if I remember correctly, there was a magic key in the treasury.
Yeah. But he has two keys, and he did use the wings. So good stuff. Get some gold and get the token.
Now, it'll be interesting to see if he goes right back to Rimmeldar to go get, like, the hand axe to help his attack power a little bit.
Well, he'll probably check what's in the basement, I presume.
Well, yeah, but that's the staff cave, so...
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that's really tough. Like, at this point, I would be dying. I would want to search for towns. Or one of the caves. Just because this getting to the point where it's getting dire, you need to make some sort of serious progress.
Yeah. I mean, really, now, we haven't seen half of lavkian's stream, but Sylverfyre really hasn't gone into any caves, really.
Yeah, like, he's only gone into the close-by caves. And the thing that sucks is that all of the item shops, they don't really have good swords. I don't even think I saw a broadsword.
No, I haven't. I have not seen a broadsword. I haven't seen the flame sword. I don't think I've seen anything better than a hand axe.
The item I've seen so far is the magic armor.
I thought... Did Cole have the silver shield?
I don't know.
I think Cole might have had a silver shield.
Doki. So meanwhile, we get to focus all our energy on Sylverfyre stream while lavkian presumably tries to get his up and running again.
I keep trying his stream every little bit.
Alright, and it looks like Cole did have the silver shield, but still, that's not going to really help you progress that much.
No, it'll just help your survivability. Now, I don't think Sylverfyre actually looked at the weapon shop in Rumaglar. I think he just got the keys and the item. So I don't think he...
No, I think he looked at it and it was garbage.
Oh, the hand axe.
The first time he... Yeah, but the hand axe isn't that much of a game.
Mm,
What does he have right now? Does he have a club? Just a club?
just a club.
Yeah, so I guess that's about 8. I think 8 better? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens here. Can he do any damage? No. So you got to explore, bud. That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that guy's spell. This is the point where, in his position, you just have to grind it out. Like, you have to take what you can get. But you can't be happy just staying put. You have to find something. You can't just sit there. And so it looks like he's doing that.
McGrew, Sylverfyre does have the chainmail. I did see him pick up the chainmail in, I think it was Breckenary.
All right. Yeah, it's just annoying that there's swamp everywhere, kind of blocking his exploration paths.
Yeah, and with all, the only thing he has to heal himself is some herbs.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a heal spell or anything, so that's annoying.
You really consider walking up a few steps because just to make more of the map visible. Just small things. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Yeah.
He was walking very close to the south coastline, so he was kind of seeing a lot of ocean. Okay, so that's a big little peninsula here, it looks like.
Is anything going to be on it, though? That's the question.
I'm not optimistic.
No, I'm not either. So right now, the next big thing to find would hopefully be Cantland to get some coordinates.
Yeah.
Or Hawksness.
Yeah, but if you find Hawksness, you're not doing anything.
You can't do anything with it. So, Cantland would absolutely be the ideal find right now.
Yeah.
Or I guess a tablet cave and hope that there's something good in there.
My pessimism was not warranted. There is actually more to find, as well as a bridge to one tile. Hooray!
I don't know.
Stop it, Worthfoot.
I don't know. I always have this compulsion to search bridges with a single tile.
Yeah.
Just because.
I think myself and Game Boy made an agreement if we ever saw one, we would search it during our tournament race last year. And there was one, and we both did search it. It was
nice.
So he's not going up unless he thinks he's explored there already.
That's an interesting decision not to go up.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think that's kind of back towards the castle, so maybe he recognized it.
That could be. So I suppose the good thing in Sylverfyre's search is that he hasn't really, faced any enemies that are going to, toast him. But the bad thing is, he still's got a wild to his next level. That's at 975.
Lavkian is saying his stream is working fine, but that is clearly not the case.
Okay, so Lav doesn't even know he's having issues.
Yeah. Like, what do you even do at that point in time?
I'd restart the OBS and hope it helps. That's 2 clicks of a button. Yeah, it doesn't take up much time from your searching. So that's the first thing I would do.
Yep. And so as Lav comes back, we notice that he's at level 10. So yeah, he's making good use of that sword.
Now it looks like he's at the area outside Rimildar over by Sherlock there. So
Oh, Stonemen have stop spell. I was gonna say it's optimistic attacking one at level 10, but that's good experience.
yeah, but and look how much damage he's doing to the stone man. He's doing 30 damage.
They have pretty bad agility,
Yeah, true.
but also he does have the sword, so that's like 40 attack power right there. Yeah, so I mean, I'd grind on those for days if I could find a consistent source of them. Yeah, 'cause he only has 46 strength. I just got a glance at that. So that's about 86 attack power.
Nope.
Unless he's found the fighter's ring.
And he's got the armor upgrade. He's just bought the half plate.
Might as well. Health is low. Haven't checked to see if he has any heal spells.
It looks like he's going back into... What did we say? This is the mountain cave?
Oh, this is the mountain cave.
Yeah.
Ever going there? Because
No, I don't think if he went in there, he certainly doesn't know which cave it is.
That's strange. Maybe it was just one of those things where it was like one tile off and he went the wrong direction.
That's what I'm guessing.
So, Lavkian could be trying to execute a gold grind here as he dies to a wolf lord.
Could be. Unless he just forgot the wolf lords have. Ooh, golems have DL2 breath too.
Sorry about that. Just needed to hop out for a second.
That's all right. Not much going on. I think we have... Did Lavkian pick something up at Breckenary? I didn't see that. And oh, hey, now we finally have Sylverfyre.
Right. So maybe he can get things going. He's getting bombarded by wolf lords though, and those are like dancing around landmines.
If one of them decides, hey, I'm going to get an early attack, and turns on the fire, well, back to start you go.
Or just one failed run is all it takes.
Yep.
Oh, there's the wolf lord's slightly derpy cousin.
Now let's hope the derpy cousin doesn't have derpy fire.
Fire would be okay.
Yeah, I suppose.
It would be manageable. Oh, I would be healing right now. Getting these 3 chests to execute the gold glitch is a big deal.
Yep, especially considering he knows where Cole is, and he knows where the magic armor is. The silver shield and the magic armor.
Yeah.
So that could be a huge little thing.
A huge little thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? It works.
Oh, so they have heal more now. So that's...
They do. Look at that. That's big.
Oh, we got a cursed belt, an herb. So I guess the only useful things we could possibly find are like some of the key plot items. Because the sword's already been located.
And I think Lavkian has the stones somewhere. He got them, maybe. I think maybe they're in his inventory, but we certainly haven't seen the silver harp. We certainly haven't seen. Well, we know where the Staff of Rain Cave is, and we know where the jerk is. So really, what we're looking for right now is the silver harp.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, Lavkian is buffering on my screen again.
Oh, but hey, at least he's. I got a frozen screen right now. Got a couple of clouds in the sky and a half-open dialogue box.
Yeah, that's good. Oh.
And let's try rebooting history.
I don't want to bother him from the race, but streaming is kind of... Maybe he's just restarting.
No, I just tried to reboot a stream and it said no streams found, so it's like he's DC'd a little. And we do have Sylverfyre doing a gold grind.
Awesome. So just to explain this a little bit.
Go ahead.
This game was made a long time ago, and it's actually quite a big file for that time in computer power. So they had to make things very efficient. And one of those things is they only have 8 spots in the game's memory for remembering treasure chests. And so what happens is you open a chest and it fills up one of those 8 spots. You open a second one, it fills in the second spot. And normally what happens is whenever you exit a cave or a town, it wipes those chests from the memory. But if you die, those chests are not wiped from the memory. I opened 5 chests in the mountain cave, and those 5 spots went to memory. He died, they stayed there, and then when you go back to the king, the game remembers that there were 3 chests in the first room. So that makes 6, 7, and 8. And now when he opens up a 9th chest in here, the game doesn't know what to do with it, so it just leaves it there. And if that chest happens to be a gold chest, well, you can just take it over and over.
Yep. And it looks like he's going to go to... the silver shield is 14.4. The magic armor is 77,
14.
So that's 14. Same thing.
Yeah. So the general number is 32,300 is enough to get you the best 3 items. So he's going a little over the top.
I wonder if he found the flame sword and we missed it.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a good idea, just in case you stumble into it, at least you have it. So we'll see what happens.
So Lav looked like he found Garanham.
Stream up. Maybe, Edge, you need to refresh the streams. Okay, there we go, just as I said. Perfect. All right. So, and hurt more, so things are gonna really get crazy. Yeah, that's a pretty huge edge.
That's a real huge edge. Now with Erdrick's sword and with hurt more, now it's just a matter of him finding everything and grinding to the levels he needs. I mean that's
Exactly.
where he's at.
Yeah. With hurt more, it makes it a lot more easy to explore. You're safer from a lot of these strong enemies that might take you out otherwise.
And at level 11...
Not to mention, obviously, it's more efficient.
And it doesn't look like MP is a huge deal at level 11. I mean, it looks like he's got enough to certainly cast hurt more and heal more quite a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, they got 82 HP, so that's not terrible. As long as they don't get MTI levels, they should be okay health-wise. Alright, so we got a silver shield purchased.
Oh, he's gonna take a look at the other weapon store in here.
Just herbs.
Oh, that's just the item. That's just the item shop.
Let's sell. Curse spell. I guess maybe just making inventory room. I'm not sure if that's necessary.
Wonder what he's thinking about getting with the inventory room. No, he shouldn't need torches because he's got radiant. Oh, wings.
It's strange. So, lavkian still being insistent in tempting fate by fighting wolf lords.
Well, with
And he's
Hurtmore,
not one-shotting them. No, he's physically them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I just run.
Yeah.
Like, they're only worth 50. I wouldn't waste a Hurtmore on them. Still no armor sighting yet.
It looks like we have going back into. Is that Brecken? Yeah, that's Breckenary.
So yeah, he's got lots of defense, but still, you can't really attack anything.
Right, and he doesn't have Hurtmore yet.
Hopefully now he starts exploring new parts, because what it looks like to me is that he's following very similar paths in his exploration, and that's not necessarily the most efficient way of doing it. It looks like he's taking a new branch now, but what happens is if you explore a route and you don't find anything, rather than just keep going to explore that same route and continue on, just go in a different direction. Because I don't think Garenham was that far away from start. So.
It looks like level 12 has Repel, which Lav has just
makes
cast.
it faster. That just makes it faster.
Mm-hmm. Not a good MP level, but everything else, I think it was a 9/9/15 level, so that was a real good level, other than MP.
So that probably puts their strength somewhere close to 60, which means they're probably about 25, 30 more strength from being able to fight the Dragon Lord.
Looks like at 12.
Of course, more things need to be found.
Looks like Lav's strength at 12 is 63.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm. His HP is 97, his MP is 84, and his agility is 66. He's got some good stats for level 12.
Yeah. Agility, you never know. Like, that could be a concern. I wouldn't say he's flush in that stat.
Not flush, but I don't think he's overly hurting in that stat.
Mm-hmm. Like, what would be kind of a nightmare is to get a couple of big strength boosts and then not get very much agility. Like with 70 agility, that can be painful.
And at the bottom of the tablet cave, we have the torch.
Yeah, and he doesn't have enough MP to use outside, so he has to spend the extra 30 seconds and walk out.
And meanwhile, Lav is just in Golem territory, or not Lav, Sylverfyre is in Golem territory, just getting Golem after Golem after Golem. I think he's in Lord of the Rings, Golem.
Yeah, so he's trying to trek through that swamp. Man, exploring is just so painful without Repel. Like, Repel is probably my second favorite spell in the game. Ooh, that's an interesting cave. What's this?
So we haven't seen...
The grave.
The grave. It's got to be the grave, I think. I think that's the only one we haven't seen. Oops, Cantlin. We have a Cantlin sighting.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if that has coordinates. Because that would...
Well, if it doesn't, then it means that the armor's in Hawksness. 50-50. Yep.
Might happen or it might not, as my friends would say. Even if it's like a 90-10. So yeah, 50-50. Might happen, might not. So what's he looking for? Oh, he's just stocking up on keys. Okay. Sure. Now he's looking at the weapon shop. What is he looking for? Oh, I guess he doesn't have a silver shield.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he's done a gold grind yet.
So he does have a large shield now, though. Your health.
All right, so what do we have here?
Oh, come on, run away.
Wah,
Okay, let's just
wah. It's in Hawksness. The Erdrick's armor is in Hawksness.
You never know. Until you find everything, it's never over.
Well, he didn't get any coordinates.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, until you find, I'm saying, like, lavkian has a huge lead right now, but you never know. He could just maybe not find Hawksness. I'd say that would be pretty much a wrap on this race.
No, at least Sylverfyre could catch up a little if he gets to the next level and gets that hurt more.
Oh, and there's a silver heart.
There we go.
And the death necklace. Doesn't look like it'll be useful this time.
I have to step away 1 second, Holmes.
Sure. I'm so lonely. Man in the chat. Don't buffer. Don't buffer, lavkian. Don't do it. All right, there we go. All right, so, oh geez, don't. Trying to clear out the grave. Probably looking for the sword as he's not found it yet. But I think he's missing 3 towns, so he really needs to get on that. So I wonder if he's strong enough to fight that magic wyvern. Doesn't look like it. What about a regular one? Oh, that's easy. Crit for only 25. I'm just furiously refreshing the streams here. Doki. So what's this? Is this Garenham? Oh, this is Hawksness, so the armor is here. He's not going to be able to do anything about it. But maybe he's just going to go... Oof. Maybe he's just going to go and check.
Alright. Well, looks like we have another lavkian crash.
Yep. And we found Hawksness, and we're trying to see what's there.
Boy, what can Sylverfyre even fight? Oh, this might be the best case scenario right here, but yeah, no, these doesn't have a chance right now.
It is, and Hurtmore comes at level 11, so if he can just get there, and if once he gets Hurtmore, then he can just farm that super, super hard. So
It gives him at least a chance to catch up, especially once he gets that armor out of Hawksness.
Yeah, so just to put things in perspective, if you can hurt more Axe Knights, you can kill about 4 or 5 per minute. So you're getting like 500 experience a minute, so you can make up ground quick. Get out of the way, guard. Okay. Okay, and now we see Lavkian at Hawksness. So that's pretty big. He pretty much has everything now.
Yep, Sylverfyre is absolutely up against it at this point. Yeah, because now it looks like Lav is just grinding.
Yep.
And then once, because if I do recall, the grave is not too far from Hawksness. Once he gets the harp out of the grave, he's got everything he needs.
Yep. Yeah, just to show you the importance of exploration in these tougher seeds, like finding the sword was pretty much critical. Like, and that was just the direct result of exploration.
Mm-hmm.
So, did Sylverfyre find a flame sword because he was ghetto gold grind to get to 9,800 gold?
He must have. I wouldn't think he's got any other reason to gold grind if he didn't.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Oh, it looks like Hawksness isn't far from Cantlin.
Get out of the way, guard. Thank you. So no. Oh, he's finally upgrading to a hand axe. That's not going to help much.
Not much, but at least he might be able to damage. He might be able to get 10 damage on some enemies instead of 2.
I wouldn't go that far. Maybe like 4.
Picky.
Well, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
We're all just making up numbers anyway.
Exactly. That was just pulling them out of thin air.
As a statistician, that's practically my job description. Oh, you might be able to beat a werewolf now.
Oh, and lavkian chanting stop spell to the grave.
All right. Come on, werewolf, play nice. Attrition, but this will get him level 10. That'll put him 1 level away from getting hurt more.
And Lav picks up the silver harp. That's yet
That's
another.
everything.
That pretty much is everything. Now it's just a grind. Now all he's got to do is grind to get the right levels.
Yeah. And the jerk cave was pretty close to start, right?
It was
all that
real
fun stuff.
close. Yeah, the jerk cave and the jerk cave and Sharlock were real close to start.
So as long as he doesn't forget that, he should be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing that could kind of be troubling is if his agility really makes Sharlock a pain. Because he does have the strength HP build, so we'll have to see how it goes.
And meanwhile, Silverfyre going back in to Breckenary for, I guess, a cheap inn.
Yeah, he had to drain a lot from that werewolf.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to remember the path to get to Garanham. And I feel like it was up and west, but I'm not positive.
See, I thought it was northeast.
Oh, okay. Like he's doing the same thing again where he's just following the same paths.
Yeah.
Everything, mostly, so could be. Sometimes that happens. So yeah, we'll talk a lot about Sylverfyre because there's not much to say about lavkian. He's just gonna hurt more Axe Knights until he runs out of magic, and then he's gonna go heal, and then he's gonna go right back. And eventually, he will be strong enough to fight the dragon. Eventually.
Yeah, it's just a matter of how many levels it's going to take to get there. And apparently McGrew is telling us in chat that we're both wrong, that Garenham is in the southwest.
They're like, do you actually have to go south and west, or is it more windy than that?
Level 14. Well, lavkian is slowly creeping up on it. Now he's got 112 attack power, 74 agility, and then 115 HP, 100 MP. He's getting closer.
115 HP?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's about 15 away from Death Necklace range, if that is so desired.
Yep. So really, I think what he's just waiting for now is for him to get his strength up there.
Yep.
Because he certainly has all the MP he needs at this point, really.
So I just want to say that lavkian is going to win this race, but let's be bold. Let's think of hypothetical situations where he could lose a significant amount of time. And one thing that pops out to me is he only has the large shield, right?
Yeah.
So his agility doesn't seem super high either. So I think it's not entirely possible, or not impossible, that the Dragonlord could do 50 damage to him on a physical attack. So there could be a scenario where he thinks he's safe at 50 HP and the Dragonlord max physicals him to death.
That's probably the only feasible scenario, other than his NES getting unplugged or his computer getting unplugged.
Yeah, like Charlotte with low agility, Charlotte could be mean too, but it doesn't look like there's any. Have we even seen red dragons this round?
I don't think I've seen one.
Yeah, so who knows? Like maybe they have sleep and Dragonlord breath.
Yeah, misinput. Chat brings up another good point. Could it be a misinput? Heal, hurt more instead of heal more, or he says yes to the Dragonlord.
Right, that's what I was just thinking, but I didn't want to say it because I have done that before, and I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody. That means you win, right?
Exactly. That means the game's over. You win.
This is any percent after all.
So what do you think? What level do you think is the magic level, chat? Do you think it's 15, 16, higher than that? Chat, what do you guys think?
Again? Do you remember?
I'm thinking... because he's at 15 now. I don't think 16 is going to be level. I think it's going to be 17. Just because it's the game.
He's at 14 right now, FYI.
Oh, he's at 14. All right, so 16. I'm thinking it's 16. What do you think?
Yes. I just need to know what his attack power is, or his strength is like 70 something.
Right now, at this second, his strength is 72.
All right, I keep forgetting that that's actually displayed. It's just so small on my restream. So yes, that's 112. I guess he doesn't have the fighter's ring.
No, he doesn't. So he's got 112 attack power.
Yeah, I think 2 levels sounds about accurate. If he gets like 8 strength and 20 HP, then it's Death Necklace time. That combined would put him at 130 attack power. I don't think that's unreasonable.
Well, this could be something if this blue dragon keeps him asleep a while. Oops, I spoke too soon.
All right, so I think Sylverfyre is finally going to get the armor here.
Yep, because it looks like he's just wandering the Hawk's Nest right now. But he doesn't. He still doesn't have hurt more though.
Yeah, but he can he won't be able to farm it. Wake up! Oh, jeez. Yeah, like he should be able to beat one of them. Is my point. And get the armor. That's so crazy that they haven't found anything better than a hand axe.
Yeah, we have not seen anything better than that, have we? I mean, it's impossible for him to know, but right now the biggest thing that Sylverfyre can do is get to level 11. Because once he gets to 11, that's going to give him...
So I know if you look at the experience counts, you'll see Sylverfyre has 1,700 experience and lavkian has 7,300. And so you may think there's no way he's ever going to catch up. But with these Axe Knights, you're getting about 500 a minute. A 9-minute difference in grinding, I would project.
Yeah, so that's essentially that's one Sharlock dive and a death to the Dragon Lord. That's essentially what that is.
Yep. So it's a huge advantage, but it's not insurmountable. And I'm a realistic person. I'm gonna let you know when it's over, but it's
not insurmountable, but it is improbable.
Yeah. We won't know until we actually see what the inside of Sharlock is. Like, keep in mind, this is a blind race. So the racers have no idea what the other person is doing. So let's say lavkian gets to a level where it's a marginal... Well, he needs to keep all his heal mores. And so he says, I have to go fight the Dragon Lord. And it could be a rough Sharlock, and he could lose a lot of time that way.
That's true. I mean, if all the red dragons in the seed are in Sharlock, it could be a tough go for him. But then again, it could be a tough go for Sylverfyre when he gets there too. You never know. Will the strength agility be a factor when it comes to getting into levels 16, 17? Will he be able to run from our red dragons if Sharlock is red dragon infested?
So he does have 75 agility. That's not terrible, but that's not great. I think that means you can only run from red dragons about 33% of the time, something like that. Maybe 40.
And what, you have to get to 90 before it's 50%?
90 or 100, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I think they have 100 agility, but I'm not quite sure. I won't get into the specifics too much, but basically they take your agility and your enemy's agility, and they generate two random numbers, and if your agility times the random number is bigger than the other agility times the random number, then you run. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of figure it out that way, but I don't know an easy way to do that. But I think 100 agility, then it's about 50-50 on red dragons. That's the take-home point.
Okay.
That got way more technical than I wanted it to be.
Drove the point home, though.
The take-home message, that's what's important.
Exactly. Take-home message. You need 100 agility to have a halfway shot at running.
Yeah. And so even still, like, if you flip a coin, it's very easy to guess the coin wrong, like 6 times in a row. So you can still have excessive run failures. And since his agility is low, that red dragon will be punching him pretty hard.
And back to Hawk's Nest he goes. And where is... It looks like Sylverfyre... It looks like he's finally doing a little bit of grinding to get to level 11. And once he gets to 11, then he's going to start taking off as far as experience goes. Right, so what does he need? He needs to get to 2175 is what he needs to get to.
Yeah, so that's just really a couple medium-sized enemies.
Yeah. Oh, but wait, has he found the sword yet?
No.
That's big too. And the sword was in the mountain cave, right?
The sword was in the back room of Garenham.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So has he really not found Garenham?
No, I think he's committed to trying to get the Erdrick's armor.
Yeah. Oh, that's right,
Which,
because Garenham's in the southwest, and he hasn't gotten... I don't think he's explored much of the western half of the map at all.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Oh, put him to sleep, bud. Put that stone man to sleep. And he's a newer runner, so knowing that stone men are very susceptible to sleep would be useful. Trying to figure out his damage range as he does 7 and 8. That's going to mean he needs about 8 hits or so, which should not be impossible. This trend. Oh, don't fight. That's dangerous. Oh. So yeah, it looks like he's about 5 to 10 as his damage range. That accents have heal. And he's going to be very disappointed, I think. Like, this fight's going to take a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if he can beat this fight at this level yet.
He's going to have to get lucky. Damage, and at that point, he's going to start healing. Well, let's see. Doki. Ooh, see, the axe knight can do up to 29 on him. That's why I thought it was crazy he attacked with 24 earlier. He's got no more heal mores, and he's... Oh, he beat it! Wow! Just short of the level, but he gets the armor.
Wow, that was a clutch fight.
I can't believe he didn't heal. Like the axe knight.
That's
unfortunate.
RNG was on his side.
He deserves it.
All right, so now he's going to get... Now he's going to go ahead and get the magic recharge, and now hopefully he's going to go find Garenham and go get that sword. No, you need to go left. Go left. Left. Nope, you're left. Come on. He's not going left.
And again, he's exploring very far north. You can see those 5 tiles of ocean or so. That means he's not seeing things that are 5 tiles lower than him.
And the game is being trolly. Lavkian gets to level 16, but gets no strength in level 16.
Did he get any HP? Maybe 2?
A little bit. He's up to 118.
Okay, still not in Death Necklace territory.
Nope. His strength and agility are both 75. His HP is 118, and his MP, I think, was 105. 105.
How do I want to say this? The reason we're talking about the Death Necklace is that in Randomizer, it has a functionality where if you equip it, it does curse you, but it also gives you 10 attack power at the expense of 1/4 of your HP. Now, when you fight the Dragon Lord, you usually want to have 97 HP or more. So to use the Death Necklace safely, you need about 128, 129. so that when after you get your health cut, you still have that 97.
It's entirely
Hopefully that
possible at
made
this
sense.
point. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, what I was saying is it's entirely possible at this point that he's going to get to the HP benchmark before he gets to the strength benchmark. So at this point, I'm starting to wonder if the deck necklace almost becomes quote unquote mandatory.
Well, yeah, like for practical purposes, right?
For practical purposes.
Yeah, 'cause you never know when you might need like 3 extra level ups to get the strength normally.
Right.
So at that point, it becomes impractical to not use the death necklace. All right, so Sylverfyre finally gets hurt more. So he can at least make some good progress.
Is he going to Sherlock to grind?
Maybe he thinks he's going to sword dive. That's the only thing I can think of.
No. Okay, so he's going past Sherlock. Okay. Or not. Well, he's putting the rainbow drop in.
Oh, just doing it while he's there, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's fine. Okay, there we go. He is using return. So now, hopefully, he checks out the west side of the map, specifically the southwest. Other west.
Like, what's the path? Do you have to go left and then down?
I think you have to go left and down, I think.
Yeah, but you're kind of blocked off going to the left at the start, I think. Maybe it's right, down, then left. Oh, don't go right, the other left.
There we go. Now go left. Left, other left. They don't listen to us.
It's almost as if they can't hear us.
You know, that I am getting that impression that we're not being heard.
Commentator lives matter.
Sometimes. You'd think, you'd hope. Alright, so it looks like I think Sylverfyre is going to Hawk's Nest to grind?
Could be. Meanwhile, lavkian is going to get his next level here on this axe knight.
So let's see, is he going to be able to do anything at level 17?
Let's see.
Drum roll, please.
Ooh. 10 power. It's not quite enough.
Yeah, I think to be safe, you got to go one more.
Yeah, like it's less than 10% to win at this level.
Is it? Okay.
I can get it. So just so the audience, if you're so mathematically inclined, right now lavkian has 125 attack power. So you want to know how much damage am I going to do to the Dragon Lord? So what you do is you take the last 2 digits, in this case 25, you divide that number by 2, you get 12, that's his maximum attack. You divide that by 4, you get 6, that's his minimum attack. So 6 to 12 is what he would be doing to the Dragon Lord, which means you're doing about 9 on average. The Dragon Lord can have anywhere between 150 and 165 HP, 17 or 18 attacks to win. And right now he only has 13 heal mores, I think. Maybe he got another one. Maybe it's 14.
Let me check. Heal more is 8, correct?
That's correct.
So as soon as I can see the MP.
He still only has 13. He's too short of 14.
He's too short. Okay. There we go. Yep. Too short.
So, like I said, he has 13 heal mores, but when you have your health as high as he does, you can get double attacks. So I take it back that it's like 10%. It's probably like 30%, 30, 40% maybe. Still not a favorite though. But that's just my assessment. Like, I would not be confident. And that assumes you make it all the way down without even using a heal mode, which is not guaranteed.
And given how we haven't seen one red dragon, and you got to think Lav has noticed he hasn't seen a red dragon. He's got to think at some point he's running into one.
Yeah, just because you haven't seen one doesn't make it more likely you'll find one somewhere else, though. But that should be on his mind. Like, there are seeds with no red dragons. That can happen.
So let's see. So what does Lav need to the next level? Lav needs 14,250. So 14,250. He needs what, about another 1,400. So he needs roughly 10 or 11 Axe Knights to get there, give or take.
Yeah.
And so he can probably do it before heading back. He can probably get the next level before heading back to an inn.
Yeah, like, it takes about 15 Axe Knights per level. And you can get about 4 in a minute. So that's about 4 or 5 minutes for a level.
Yeah, assuming, of course, that Hurtmore's hit, which that one didn't.
So yeah, we've got a very interesting and diverse seed going on right now.
Mm-hmm. And we have a 10,000 experience difference now that they are both at the grinding spot.
Almost exactly 10,000 for a fraction of a second.
Jeez.
What? That's only 74 Axe Knights.
Give or take one.
So to put it in perspective, that's about a 15-minute difference, I think. And Lavkian still doesn't have this. Or sorry, Sylverfyre still doesn't have the sword. So about 15 plus.
Right. So what is Lav? Is Lav just getting some gold, or?
He might have enough gold now to buy a silver shield.
Oh, that's right. You're right. He does. He does.
Yeah. So that's going to take a lot of the risk out from the Dragon Lord fight. The silver shield gives you 10 extra defense power as opposed to the large shield. So after he gets that, he'll be at 87 defense, which is still not
ideal. Not ideal.
Yeah, I don't think the Dragon Lord can do more than 48 on a physical at that defense, though, so that's good. No chance deaths. I thought he used return 2 steps from the castle. I was going to laugh. Yeah, he's doing his quick one-stop shopping for the rainbow drop.
Mm-hmm.
15 steps from the castle. It's basically a strip mall.
Oh, is he going to? He's going to Garenham to get his shield. That looks like.
Yeah.
Oh,
was it Cole?
Or is wait?
Yeah.
Which is this? This is Cole. Cole's in the.
Yeah, that's where Sylverfyre got his shield as well.
There we go.
So he is geared up to the nines now.
Yep, he is maxed out equipment-wise. That is for sure.
Good call on getting the silver shield though for him.
Yeah, real good awareness of where his gold was at.
So I think he just needs one more level.
As long as it doesn't screw him over in strength, yeah. I mean, if he gets 0 strength and 0 agility again, then you're kind of having to fight, unless you get a big HP gain and you can use the death necklace.
Look, here's the thing. You only need about 5 HP at this point. Even a moderate gain should be good.
Enough.
And you can even consider fighting the Dragon Lord with 96 or 95 HP. It just makes it slightly, minimally more risky. Like if the Dragon Lord does 48 on a fire breath, then you're left with 47 HP, and then you're kind of tempting fate a little bit. But no, he's going to Sharlock, so maybe
Maybe he's getting the level on the way down.
Maybe, yeah. But the thing is, he's not defense breaking anything with 87 defense power. Maybe Star Wyverns? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Axe Knights bringing the pain.
Armored Knights with Hurt more. Yeah,
Right, Armored Knights.
That's not a good thing.
But he actually disposed of it pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 hits, not bad. Blue
Great.
Dragon.
So let's see. I don't think he's defense breaking green dragons either. No, he did 18 damage to him, so that's the thing. That makes it harder to grind on your way down because everything is kind of taking you down. And you don't want to use magic. So, like right now, he's at 62 HP, and he's going to go down to like 10 by the end of this fight. Okay, maybe not so much, but he's in the red for sure. Close to the next level. It's about 300 away.
Yeah, 250. Yep.
Couldn't just finish off that level on Axe Knights.
That would be ideal.
Yeah, like he's just... I would say he wasted an herb. And he may get pummeled to death by this blue dragon here.
Gee. Come on, wake up. Wake up.
Rip.
And the blue dragon gets him.
What you doing, Sylverfyre? It looks like he's trying to explore. It looks like a tricky map. There's a lot of water.
Yeah, a lot of water.
Seeds like that. I actually have a tough time even finding my way back to places I've been like 10 times. Yeah, he was just looking for Hawksness again. Because you see all those little different wings in the water. Come on, lavkian. Do this. Come on back.
Come on, Lavkian, you can do this. Come on back. Come on back to us. All right, let's try a reboot.
It worked again for me for a few seconds, but then it started buffering again. No dice. So while we try and get that back,
we can watch Sylverfyre grind on Axe Knights for a while.
So those armored knights were the only bad enemy that we saw on that first floor, right?
Well, the blue dragons have sleep. That's pretty nasty.
Okay, yeah, obviously that's what killed it. Good point.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of nasty enemies on that first floor. The green dragons seemed relatively tame.
And so normally, if your agility was around 100, blue dragons wouldn't be so bad to run from. They're not from the group of enemies that are the toughest to run from. But now it's like, okay, maybe you're only 65% to run from them. So 1 out of 3 times he's gonna block you and then put you to sleep.
Oops, looks like he's back.
Hope so. Only temporarily. I see a flash of an armored knight.
It's funny, I can actually hear his stream, but I can't see anything.
Well, that's lame. Yeah, it's doing that same thing again where it's kind of dropping.
But he did make it up to level 18.
So what did he get?
His strength is now 93. His agility is 90.
Okie doke. So you got
That
three.
was a big level.
Yeah, so as you'll see, his attack power is 133.
Yep.
So you take that 33 at the end, you divide it by 2, you get 16. You divide that by 2, you get 8. So he's doing 8 to 16 to the Dragon Lord, which is 12 on average, which means he needs 13 or 14 attacks, and he got a huge MP boost. He's got 15 heal mores, although he only has enough magic for 14. So if he gets there with about 12, well, even a 10 or 11 heal mores, he should be fine. So, but yeah, that low agility.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to see. His attack power is 133. If he uses the death necklace, that's 143. 43 divided by 2.
Yeah, you don't need it though.
Yeah, 21. So you're looking at 10 to 21 with the death necklace. So he's a decided favorite either way, I would think at this point.
Yeah, but his HP isn't enough to use the death necklace. It's only 124.
Oh,
that's
my
just
bad.
below that range.
I thought I read 129. That was my bad.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Like Red Dragons. This is where Sylverfyre can play catch up, and even Mustard if he's lucky.
But
Is that how that sound goes? Sure. This is Dragon Warrior. We do what we want.
Exactly. There we go. I got lavkian stream back, and we're good now.
Okay. All right, so he's on the final basement.
And
But
he's
he
running
has
from Red
the-
Dragons.
Yes.
Now, go ahead.
So he's got 13 heal mores. Oh, man, another one. And he got away again. He's getting good rolls.
Now, question is, what's going to be the enemy before Dragon Lord? What's going to be the first fight?
Yeah, if that's a goal, though. Remember, they have Dragon Lord breath.
Yeah, the golems
Oh.
have Dragon Lord breath, and blue dragons, which is a possibility, have sleep.
Yeah, but that can be stop spelled. Fire breath cannot be stop spelled.
This is very true.
So he still has 13 heal mores left. Like I said, I'd feel comfortable if I were him with even 10. So all goes well. Hopefully all goes well. And
Oh, it's a stone man. That's not bad.
Stop spelling hurt. So those are like, that's a gimme. That's a gimme. Like, yeah, like this, well, if in a scenario where, let's say, Hawksness had golems and those were terrible to grind on, you could actually probably grind on those stone men. Sometimes it's worthwhile to dive all the way down there just to see what that mini boss is. Just dropping the info. He's into the fight. There should be no problems barring a misinput. So I'm expecting him to wrap this up pretty quick. Is he going to use herbs? Yeah, I guess why not? Be safe.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. And nice, easy Dragon Lord 1 fight. Nice and easy.
Yeah. So he should at least get 2 attacks here, if not 3.
I would think.
I think he's going to get 3.
And 14 is 23.
I'll let you do the counting.
All right. And we have got another 9, which is 32.
I'm feeling in kind of a trolly mood, so I might just shout out random numbers to try and distract you.
43. I have a pen and paper. I'm
17.
Good. I have a pen and paper.
Okay,
I'm
good.
Another 13 gives you to 56.
Like, see, here's one of those situations where he attacked at 51, and I'm like, man, if he only had like 76 defense, Dragon Lord can do a 51.
Yes, you can. Another 13 brings you to cool even 77. That's a good number.
I mean, it's an odd number, but okay.
It's a good hockey number. 87.
Okay, sure.
There's Sidney Crosby.
Are there any hockey players who ever had 77?
Paul Coffey's the first one that comes to mind. Raymond Bourque, I think, played 77. Yeah, Raymond Bourque, I think, for a long time was 77.
Man, I don't know how this happens, but like every Dragon Warrior stream devolves into hockey talk at some point in time.
Well, it don't make sense. Hockey is the best sport on earth. And I've lost complete track because of the side count. Oh, well.
I'll just drop a random fact. It's not random, but so I'm not sure if you care about football at all, but the other day they had the Hall of Fame game for the NFL, the first preseason game, where they're basically playing like third and fourth stringers the whole game. That Hall of Fame game had a higher viewership rating than Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
As well as the NBA Finals, too.
Jeez.
Although I will say I am very excited that football is starting. I do love myself. Even as a Canadian, I love myself some NFL football.
And we have lavkian taking down the Dragon Lord.
Hooray! He could still soft lock the game. I don't know how, but it could happen. Alrighty, so that is it. 136. That's a pretty good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, get out your GGs. Lavkian has won this race in a time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 9 seconds.
Brings timer early. DQ.
1 whole second early.
So I'm not sure how long Sylverfyre is going to keep going.
And I've invited Lavkian to come in for a little post-race chit-chat.
Sounds good. Yeah, and this, just to point out, just to show how quickly things change, while all that was happening, Sylverfyre is all the way at level 15 now.
Jeez, yeah, he's really whipping it now. With that ding, I think we have our winner, Lavkian, with us. Good job, Lavkian. Congratulations.
Hello, it's me, Lavkian. Just kidding.
I thought I heard a ding.
Yeah, he's in the channel. Do a little dance.
Making a little though?
Which we can't see somehow.
Wait!
Oh my god! Dude, Lavkian, your sound is coming through like a 5-year-old alien.
On helium.
I don't have words.
Yeah, you really, you sound like a hamster on helium.
Okay, maybe you should try
Reboot your Discord.
yeah. Oh my god.
The joys of live broadcast. Okay.
Dokie. Let's try this again. No. Sorry, but it's not working. Oh, darn it.
Yeah, I think it might be your microphone, my friend.
What about now?
Oh, it's better, but it's very loud.
Yeah, rip headphone users.
Okay, what about now?
That's much better.
Okay.
Better.
There we go.
Okay, we figured it out.
Oh, congratulations, my friend. What do you think?
I mean, I feel pretty good. Other than the video issues, unfortunately, I really don't know what was going on there. OBS and Twitch were telling me that everything was fine. You know, I don't really know what was going on there, but
It could have just been an OBS issue. It's not really a big deal.
okay. About the race itself, I felt pretty good. I don't know how much of it you guys were able to see. I feel like I got really lucky finding Erdrick's sword really, really early.
Well, just to give you an idea on that, Sylverfyre still has not found Erdrick's sword.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh, I feel so bad. So, did he just never go southeast or the southwest, or did he go down there and die, or what happened?
I don't think he's been in the Southwest.
Oh man! What a bummer. Yeah. When I found that, I mean, on my stream, I was like, I wandered into Grinham. I was like, okay, I barely made it here. Let's check these chests out. You know, let me go buy some herbs first. Let me check the shop. Let me do all this normal stuff. And then I checked those 3 chests, and I found the sword, and I'm like, let's go, boys. Let's do this. Because the power was so low, and we had no heal spells. But at least now I can kill things.
Yep, exactly.
And so at that point, I was like, well, I feel like there's a good chance that I found this pretty early. I feel there's a good chance I got pretty lucky. But then as the siege kept going on, I'm trying to think like, okay, do I explore? Do I kill stuff? Especially when I found those axe knights to the northwest, and they were doing like right around half or a little more than half my health. I died to them more than once, and I was like, man, do I stay here? Do I keep going? It was a really tough call, but apparently it worked out.
So we were having a little discussion here in the booth and in chat about you finished at level 18, if I'm mistaken, but you were really close to diving at 17. Was it in your mind maybe go give it a try at 17, or were you pretty set you had to get to 18?
I was absolutely set. So my whole thinking was, I looked at 17 and I said, it's really close on strength, it's really close on HP. Then when I was grinding the axe knights, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go up to about 13,000 experience, and then I'm gonna dive and I'm gonna fight my way down. That was my whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really practical way of doing things, I think. Because, I mean, if you fight the axe knights, like, you can pretty much get a level in 4 to 5 minutes. So, I mean, if you try and dive into Sherlock and you die once, there goes those 4 or 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, so I got most of the way there. I was a little worried because I knew blue dragons had sleep, so I was hoping they weren't in there. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. I knew I hadn't seen red dragons yet, and I saw a whole bunch of those on my second try. But I figured there was a point during my walk back and forth where I saw a wizard, and I was like, I don't know if these guys have any special abilities. I'm just gonna fight this, and I realized they didn't. And I said, okay, if there's wizards in Sherlock, then I can just bop those in the face, and I should be able to get the level by the time I get down there. But yeah, I was for sure, man. I gotta ask, was MTI in the chat? He must have been having conniptions on level 16.
I didn't check to see what he said, but I know inside he was very, very happy.
Yeah, I don't think we actually saw the 15 to 16.
15 to 16 was 1 HP and nothing else.
That's amazing.
It was 1 HP and nothing else. As soon as I saw that, I was like, man, somewhere I know somebody is loving this.
Yeah.
But and then at that point, because normally I'm very used to, like, in the practice races that we've had, I have changed my mentality to the point where, like, if one stat is really close, right? Like I got lucky. I found the death necklace right after finding the silver harp. They were right next to each other. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look for the fighter's ring. I'm just gonna grind. I'm gonna hit my mark. I'm gonna go for it. And the levels were just so bad. And so I was like, I think around 17, I was like, it's really tough because normally 15, 16, 17, I'm like, okay, this level is borderline. If I get 5 more strength or 5 more HP, then I know I can do it. Yeah. And I didn't hit that level where I was comfortable diving until 17. I knew 17 was going to be really close, but I figured I just need one boost in one stat to put me over the mark. And then I think 18 gave like 8 strength or something like that, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is definitely it.
Yeah. And I mean, part of that, based on what you're saying to me, it sounds like you felt pretty comfortable with your positioning in the race, having found the sword so early. Is that accurate?
I felt fairly comfortable, but I also, oh now OBS is telling me it's totally dead. I'm just gonna turn this off. I felt fairly comfortable for most of the game, except for the fact that I got to the point where I needed the armor and I needed the silver harp. I knew where everything else was.
Yep.
I needed the armor, I needed the silver harp, and then I'm wandering around and I find Cantland. There's no coordinates. I'm like, shit. I don't know if sorry about swearing. Whoops. I don't know if Sylverfyre has already gone this way and found all this stuff. There's a point where I did feel like I was ahead, but I felt like enough time had passed that, I don't know where he's been. I don't know what he's done. For example, if he had found Hawk's Nest earlier and then just gotten hurt more and just grinded it, he could have been around the same place that I was. So no, I didn't feel terribly comfortable at that point. And I always feel like, I always feel like I want to take that little bit of a risk anyway. I'm gonna, that to me was taking a little bit of a risk. I mean, yeah, I detoured to get the silver shield because I realized that I had enough money that I could grab a little bit more money and buy it. I saw my defense was a little bit low, so I did take that time out. But other than that, no, I was doing that. I was doing that out of respect, like going up to about 13,000 and then diving for the rest. That was definitely, in my mind, that was out of respect for the possibility that Sylverfyre could have caught it.
Yeah, and if this means anything to you, I would have addressed it the exact same way. I would not have been comfortable going at 17, especially since you hadn't been at Charlock and you had no idea what's there. So you don't know if you're going to have to use heal mores on the way down. It's so hard to leave such a juicy grind spot at Hawk's Nest. I really like the approach you did. It was very middle of the road. So you stayed at Hawk's Nest, but then halfway through you decided to go for it, and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, once I saw 17 and I took a good hard look at my stats, I knew I only needed a small gain in one of those stats. So once I hit 17 and looked at my stats, that's where I was going the whole time. I actually stayed just maybe 1 or 2 extra fights longer than I would have wanted to, only because I wanted to make absolutely sure that once I raided the treasury, I had enough gold for a silver shield. So I might have left just a tad bit earlier, because I know from doing Charlock so many times, yeah, you don't know if you can fight what's there or not. But I do know that stonemen are fairly easy to fight. I did know that. So if I see a lot of stonemen down there, that's not terrible. And then I saw a lot of green dragons the first time I went down. So yeah, I felt pretty comfortable diving, about halfway to 18.
Yeah, I will say though, in my opinion, you had a fairly fortunate dive as far as run luck went, just because you did encounter so many bad enemies.
I absolutely agree. I think I had like 4 red dragons in a row the second time I went on the first level, and then I think it was on B6 or B7, I had 1 red dragon that I failed to run from and had to use a heal more. But that was really the only bad luck I had. So yeah, I would agree. I had some pretty good luck.
Yeah. How many heal mores did you have left over at the end, out of curiosity?
I think I had 2.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, I would have been comfortable fighting the Dragon Lord with as little as 10 heal mores. It sounds like you used 10 or 11. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember either. I wasn't really, because I didn't actually look at what my final attack power was. I just knew that when I saw the attack power boost, I said, okay, this is like well in my favor now. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
when I had when I had that bad luck against that red dragon, I was like, when I burned that one heal more, I was like, I wasn't thinking about, okay, I can burn this heal more. I'm just thinking I have to burn this heal more.
Yeah, sure.
Like I'm not counting on whether or not I'm gonna run from him this last time. I just have to burn it. So
Like, yeah, you're doing 8 to 16 at the end of the day to the Dragon Lord. So
yeah,
that only needs 13 or 14 attacks.
there were a fair few 8s in there, as I recall, but it worked. But the Dragon Lord one was pretty good. So
Yeah, your Dragon Lord one was real good. It was
yeah,
real
Did
good.
you get 1 or 2 stop spells?
I got 2. I got a stop spell. I think I got an attack, stop spell, hurt more, stop spell. And so when I talked to him, I wasn't at full health, but when I killed him, I was. So it all worked out. So yeah, I mean 136.08. It sucks that this race wasn't closer. And it sucks that from my end there were some problems. Again, I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. I mean, obviously going forward, I want to present a better viewing experience. But other than those two things, I'm very happy about this race. I think it went pretty well.
Well, you got about a week or so to your next match, so maybe if you stream a couple times in the meantime, you can see if the same things happen.
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is that I don't, because I'm new to speedrunning and I'm new to this, I don't get a lot of viewers. So if OBS and Twitch are telling me there's no problems, then it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah,
you know?
but, yeah.
So what I think I know what the problem is. Your stream was just so popular that it got DDoSed, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. That's definitely it.
So just to give a quick update, sylverfyre is on B6, I think, right now. He's at level 17. It doesn't look like he's grinding to level 18.
Oh, he's just going to go with 17.
No, he's doing a sword dive.
Yeah.
Oh, he
right.
He never found. Oh man, he still hasn't found Garinyab. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I wonder if we're going to see a dot forfeit after he goes and raids this treasury.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I have his stream up now, and his facial expression is going to be interesting to say the least when he opens those chests.
Yeah, I gotta go see this myself. I'm gonna jump out of Discord and let you guys handle the play-by-play. So,
all right. Well, congratulations on your win, sir.
Hey, not going 0-2 was my goal for this tournament, so I'm already ahead.
Excellent.
All right, cheers.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Congrats. All right, the moment of truth is coming.
Well.
And he gets interrupted by a green dragon.
Yeah, so he's still going. I think he wants to finish.
And yep, he puts his hand up to his head, or fingers up to his head, and is like, "Where haven't I searched?" Oh yeah, now he's got to go check the vanilla spot. Yeah, now he's got to go check the vanilla spot. And now, once the vanilla spot is dry, that'll be another interesting reaction to watch for.
What was in the back door of Garinyab? Do you remember?
It was the sword, an empty, and like 100 gold, I think.
No, like the cave is what I mean. Sorry.
Oh,
Tablet cave?
no, it was Stone's Cave, maybe?
So was there an extra chest in there as well?
Yeah, I think it was the Sunstone Cave, and it might have actually had vanilla stones of sunlight.
Well, he must have been in there already. Like, it couldn't have, because otherwise he would have had to need it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
So it was probably I'm pretty sure it was the Stones of Sunlight Cave with, maybe an herb in it or something. Oh no, lavkian's got it. That's right. It was Swamp North. It was Swamp North, and then Swamp South was right next to Garinyab.
Right, so I guess it's not like you could have easily backdoored into it.
Right.
Find the one side, you found the other side. So I'm having a hard time seeing him exploring in the dark. I think he's pretty close to the sword. He's realizing that he was trying to conserve magic because he still is trying to find the sword. And he lets out a big smile as he sees that chest. Yeah, this is kind of the thing that can happen to anybody in these randomizers is all it takes is not finding one thing.
And now he's just searching the castle.
Yeah, so just explore the perimeter. If you do that, you should get to there eventually.
Yeah, but he's gotta go south. He's gotta go south, and he's gotta go west.
Thematically, if he does things the way he's going. Ugh, stupid. So yeah, keep going. Don't just stop.
Well, he's got a golem. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Use the
I don't think there was a way to get there from here. I think he's got to go down.
Yeah, but I mean, I want him to be confident that he's searched everything in this direction. Like, for practical purposes, in a race, you search, like... and he's not doing this necessarily in the best way. Like, basically, you want to kind of search around it so you cover the whole area. Like, he's basically, like, doing it in little tiny circles. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If he's searching a little area, then he'll have to backtrack rather than one continuous sweep. And I think he's going to find it right here.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's on the right track now.
And he searches. So he should be finishing, like, well, I still don't know if he has a good chance to win at this level. Because the NPCs part the Red Sea. There it goes. I think maybe he wanted to find that just before he finished.
And he makes a comment in IRC, flip table, with an internal scream.
Okay, he's still going. He's still going. I don't know why he needs to keep searching here, but he is.
Because why not at this point? I mean, really.
Go rescue the princess just because? Oh, yeah, I called it. Oh, I wonder if he's going to take the princess to the Dragon Lord. Come on.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Do it.
What would happen if you talked to the Dragon Lord with the princess in tow?
There's a game mode called 3%, where the sole goal is you win when you take the princess to the Dragon Lord.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Stupid golem. Dragon Lord breath and Healmore.
Oh, God. Yeah, time to put your butt to sleep. Okay, thanks, Nestcard. I appreciate that.
Just punch him to death. This game is a blast. Every good game needs a little bit of frustration.
Absolutely, every once in a while. A good randomizer has a little bit of troll in it somewhere.
Speaking as someone who gets very easily frustrated. Like, even as a statistician who understands probabilities and variance, it still pisses me off. Hooray! But thou must. I also wonder if he's going to have to give the princess a torch. Lavkian is saying he is surprised to hear how frustrated I get.
Everybody gets that way, playing randomizer every so often. Everybody, it happens to everybody. Yep, he's going to the dragon. He's going to the Dragon Lord, I do think. So I wonder how this works. Does he have to put the princess down to fight the enemies? Or does he just hold her in one hand and swing a sword with the other and then uses her as a meat shield? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, you only need one hand for the sword,
That's true.
I presume. Alright. If he does not win this fight, I may have to try and let him kind of cut him off. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, he does seem to be going right at 17, so...
As he accidentally attacks and crits an armored knight.
Whoops. No, might as well finish him off now.
Have this like one of my races where I got no encounters on the first or the third floor. He has the strength ability, Jill, thankfully. Yeah, I think using a heal more is pretty much suicide at this point. My goodness.
Lavkian, to answer your question, there is a Z2R race going on, but it is not on this channel right now. It is elsewhere.
Seriously, go away, Red Dragons.
Yeah.
Real question. So I think we agreed that the princess is one arm.
Mm-hmm. Sword in the other.
Who the hell is holding the torch?
Well, he casted well, obviously the princess over his head.
Fine.
Or he sticks the torch in his helmet.
Well, one of his helmets.
Right. You know, instead, because you know you can see the horns on the helmet. So he just takes a horn out and he puts the torch in.
Yep. I mean, if you gave her back to the king, she was probably going to take one of the torches anyway.
You would think.
It's actually interesting. There's a chance he might be able to grind Stoneman next level. But I think he's just going to fight at level 17.
Let's see. What are his stats like?
We'll really see how close it is. He does have the fighter's ring, so maybe that makes enough of a difference.
No, he's got 127 attack power, so that gives him 6 to 12.
6 to 13. So that's 9.5 on average. That means 10 attacks would probably do around 95. 10 attacks. So with luck, with some double attacks are good rolls. He is strength agility, remember?
Right.
So he does have less health. If he had 10 or 15 more health, that would make a huge difference for double attacks. 120 is kind of a really big tipping point where you start getting a lot more.
Right.
Like, it's where you can get a fire breath and a physical and still sometimes be able to double attack.
How far is he from that next level? He's at 12,
He needs like
446.
1,800. Way too much. It's not practical.
No, it's not practical. Nope. Because the next level's 14,250. So he's going to try here at 17.
I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think he's a favorite. He may have to take some risks where he attacks at like 46.
Yeah, maybe.
He's got 13 heal mores. I think he needs 16 or 17 attacks. So if he can get a double attack at the beginning, a couple double attacks in the middle. Oh, is he going to join the Dragon Lord? No. That would be the ultimate threesome percent.
All right, come on, Sylverfyre. Let's do this.
Let's go. Stop hurt mooring. Stop it. That one extra attack he can get, it would be huge. No!
Knock it off!
No. Oh, he does have a heal to spare. That's actually really clever. He has 2 heals to spare.
Oh, yeah, you're right, he does.
But I'm surprised he didn't use another one.
There we go.
Okay. No back attack. So as long as he doesn't do... Okay, I would attack here. Yeah, good call. Okay, he survived. That double attack was necessary, I think. So I'm not counting. He's at like 30 something. He's getting good rolls so far, so that's good. Very good rolls.
12. I've got him at 31. At 8. Now it's at 39. Oh, shoot. Might be able to get a double here. At 7, that's 46. Oh, he's gonna... Okay.
Not getting good rolls anymore.
Oh, another 7. That's 53. This is...
12.
Okay, he's at 65. He's almost halfway there.
Oh, 46, tempting to make a double attack there.
3.
So what's he at?
After this attack now, at 11, he's at 84.
Gonna be really close. I'm not optimistic.
7.
He needs one more double attack. That's all he needs.
91. Well, he'll get one at the end.
No, but one in addition to
One
that.
in addition to that.
Yeah, and he keeps getting to like 45, which is at some point at risk. If you're at 45, you're about 75% chance of surviving.
I have him at 109 right now.
Yeah, but he's only got like 4 attacks left. Oh, no, hurt more is out of the question now.
127.
No, it's not good enough. Not good enough. And that's it. He gave it his best shot.
Oh, he was at 149 by my count.
140 what, sorry?
I had him at 149.
Yeah, so he probably just needed that one more attack that I was talking about. Probably, like, I don't know what he actually had final health-wise.
Well, yeah, because he might have been up in the near 160, but...
Doke. That's tough. It kept teasing him with having 45 or 46.
Yep. If he would have taken one of those chances, he probably gets it. But
Well, or he might have died.
Right. Yeah. Right. So,
But you got to think, okay, like you're probably going to get another physical attack.
and with that ding, I do think we have a Sylverfyre joining us. Sylverfyre, how you doing, bud? Testing. I see his mouth moving, but I'm not hearing anything.
Reconfigure Discord audio. Did that work?
There we go. Hi, how are you?
Okay. Hi. I am a little frustrated.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
I am very frustrated.
that's randomizer, right? I wouldn't say you did anything particularly wrong. It's just sometimes
Other
you can't
than,
find that one
not
thing.
finding Garenham. That's what I did wrong. And the thing is, I knew that Swamp Cave would lead into Garenham at that point, too. Because I'd found every other cave. But I couldn't find Swamp Cave either. It was right next to Garenham.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately that was the difference in things. Latvian found the Garenham and the Erdrick sword 20 minutes into the seat, and that was pretty much what the difference was.
My early game was like so slow because I was like whacking things with a club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I can see how that would happen then. And even when I gold grinded, there was like the best weapon I could find was a hand axe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that was so dumb. Like even if
Yeah.
you get a flame sword, that would be fine, right?
Yeah, if I had flame sword or even broadsword, I'd be like, well, okay, at least I can hit things. But like strength is kind of low, and I have a hand axe, so I'm like doing like 10 damage.
Yeah.
So
Between
did
the
you
two
think
of
you
you,
explored
go
that
ahead.
whole area on the west of the map, or
So I had the left side of the map. I knew that there was like a little bit there, but it was pretty tiny that I could have maybe checked. But like there were other bigger areas of the map that I hadn't checked.
yeah, that makes sense.
And so like you saw, like once I at some point I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna assume the sword's in, like proceed as if the sword is in Sharlock. Because if it isn't, then I'm even more far behind than I already am.
Yeah, and I mean that's the.
I was in fact
practical thing to
that
do.
far behind. That was so frustrating. And you even like I didn't quite get the swag blind walk to the Erdrick sword.
Yeah, just to put things in perspective, why I think what the decision you made is good. So in Garenham, there were 4 chests, 3 in the kind of locked room, and then 1 in the cave, right? Chests in
No,
Sherlock.
just 3. Oh, in Sharlock there's 7. And in
But there's
Garenham there's 3.
another chest. There's another chest in the cave. Oh no, there's a swamp cave, right?
It was Swamp Cave.
Yeah. So that puts it like more than 2 in 3 chance that's in Sherlock, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the other
Well, that
hand,
has to
I
be
could
that
use
thing.
Dun as a spoiler and be like, well, he must have found sword much earlier than I did, and therefore it's probably not in Sharlock.
Who knows, right? Like it could just be a
But I
thing
mean,
when-
it could have just been like he found Garenham, which had flame sword, and was able to buy a flame sword with his gold grind. I also found Mountain Cave, even though I found a Mountain Cave and Rimbledar pretty, like not early, and they were not that hard to find. But I think I got killed by a wizard like just off screen the first time I was exploring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. But going back to your original point, between you and Lavkian, we never saw a broadsword or a flame sword. Neither one of you discovered one.
I
So-
mean, Lavkian
yeah.
certainly wasn't looking in shop. Like the only shop that could have had it was Garenham.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I checked all 3 shops in Cantlin.
Mm-hmm.
Cole, Rimmerdollar, Breckenary. I didn't bother looking at the Garenham shop. I guess I could have. But it didn't matter because Garenham had Erdrick's sword anyway.
Oh man.
And with Hurtmore was really late too. Like I was
Yeah.
like level 11 or 12 or something
11.
when I
Mhm.
killed Axe Knight without Hurtmore. with
Yeah.
a hand axe doing like 5 damage a hit.
Yeah,
What I will say, I'm amazed you actually killed that Axe Knight. I am freaking amazed. And it may not sound like that was amazing, but the Axe Knight has heal.
It does.
it did.
I'd never even seen it while I was gold grinding.
Wow. Like, I think it must be like 25%
Yeah, it must be
heal
a
when
low
it's-
percent chance because like even when I left it near dead while gold grinding, I don't think I ever maybe like when I wasn't paying attention one of the times it healed and I didn't notice.
Maybe,
but,
maybe
like,
I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just hallucinating, but I
I don't-
swear to that.
I don't think I ever saw Axe Knight use heal even when I was just grinding on them with Hurt More.
I
and
could have
leaving
sworn
them
I
at,
saw it
like,
too.
Single
So
digits.
Yeah. It will heal like 75% of the time when it's in danger range, but sometimes it can be lower.
Yeah, it's decided by the randomizer. See, like what if the pattern is like when they have a heal or heal more, whether it's like 25, 50, or 75%.
Okay.
How do
Yeah,
the
like I said,
weapon shops
some
work?
people in
I
chat
assume
are-
that- yes, weapon shops are indeed shuffled. Or they're not shuffled, they're actually just true random. Like you can have seeds that don't have silver shield, or like that seed had like 4 silver shields.
yeah,
Yeah.
Every shop in Cantlin had a silver shield, and the shop in I think Breckenary had a silver shield.
Cole had one too.
Cole did too. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, because Levkian got his silver shield out of Cole.
Anywho, I'm just trying to think what else we can say that hasn't already been said. I definitely appreciate your good humor, even though internally you said you're very frustrated.
I am
But
very I was very frustrated when, like, I was like level 14 and grinding when he dunned, and I'm like, what? Am I just like about to hit a big break level? And then sorry, like hit one more level. No, that wasn't the big break. I got another level and it was like 16, and it was like, how far behind am I?
yeah,
Sorry, I just kind of jumped in.
I think you're about. Sorry, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to say I felt really bad when I saw sylverfyre put that in IRC because I was hoping that it was going to be pretty close, you know.
Yeah, it turns out when you only have a hand axe for the entire seed and your opponent is running around with the Erdrick sword as of 20 minutes, you slip further and further behind because I'm like spending 3 turns to kill a wolf.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah, like all that. It would have changed dramatically if you could. have
But like, yeah, you mentioned in PM that like somebody said that because you finished, it meant the sword wasn't in Sherlock. But I don't think that like if there was a flame sword in Garenham, even that could have been big enough to push you far ahead.
That's true. I mean, it's just talking in hindsight, right? But I think I think that it says like even if there's only a flame sword in Garenham, at least it's better than whatever it is that you're using. So it might be the flame sword, it might be Erdrick's sword. You're not really sure, but someone did mention that in chat, and then you brought that up too, and I think it is kind of a valid point. I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, I could have like searched a little harder for Garenham, thinking that the sword was there. It didn't really affect the grinding session because it's just hurt mooring Axe Knights.
Absolutely, yeah.
It doesn't affect that because we got lucky. I mean, imagine if it was a red dragon in Hawksness, man, that would have been insane.
Yeah, I would at that point I would have kept looking for Garenham.
Yeah, it does kind of affect your ability to just get to that point. Because I must have been there. I mean, I must have been almost done by the time you were just getting to that point.
Yeah, and I was like, I spent like the first 40 minutes like clubbing dorks. I was like, well,
yeah.
I can kill Druins. I can't really find a good grind area. Like, I could spend 6 turns like killing some slightly bigger enemies that I happen to have the defense to break.
Yeah, I was stuck at that point until I found Garenham. I was stuck at that point too because I managed to make it to Remolder with enough gold to pick up. I think I got a hand axe, chainmail, and a small shield. But because the strength and agility at the start were fairly low, like I was still dying to a lot of things, and I'm like, man, I'm like level 6 or 7. Like, where's my break gonna come in? And then like you said, the whole difference in the match came down to I just wandered down south. I mean, I told them this before.
I was doing like I found coal, and then I like from coal, I basically kind of walked down the path like so that I had the side of the map in vision, and I did that until I died. And then I started looping around the other direction, and I found every other thing there was to find except for Garenham.
Yeah, I didn't realize until later that southwest section of the map actually just loops all the way down. I already found Garenham, and I ended up coming around the other direction at one point later. But yeah,
that's actually I think that's I don't remember which direction I found Garenham from. I actually like when I was looking in lower left, because I'm like, okay, Garenham's probably in lower left. I've got a big area over there that I haven't explored, and like I kind of looped up, and then I found the place I died, and I'm like, well, I've already been there, so I went right.
Man.
And if I just gone like a little further north and then right, then I would have found that little tiny cul-de-sac.
That little cul-de-sac that had the swamp cave that you were looking for.
I was looking for either swamp cave or Garenham.
Yeah, you mentioned you said you knew I backed into it, and you would have even been able to because it was the north swamp cave. So
you could just do the outside trick.
And do that. Yeah, you could walk in, walk around, and do outside, and then you're there, and then you got the sword. But unfortunately, it just didn't happen. Yeah, I just wanted to jump in here and say, it's unfortunate. That is randomizer. I was hoping it would be a little bit closer, but
that is randomizer when you don't find that one critical item.
At least it wasn't a 2.5-hour seed for both of us, like the last time we had a heads-up race.
That's true.
I think about that a fair bit. So, but I know that you're going to tear it up in the bonus bracket. So
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
I have faith in you. So I'm going to jump off of here and get set for this. I feel like
other than like missing Garenham there, like I don't think I made any huge mistakes.
I would agree with that assessment.
I'd agree.
No, I would totally agree too because when I tuned into the restream, I saw you weren't that far behind in terms of experience. So yeah, the entire difference was me finding the sword and then being able to fight those enemies around coal. I killed a few axe knights that popped up around coal and a few other things, and then I got to hurt more and started exploring, and I was able to do that just a little bit faster than you. Other than that, I mean, yeah, man, that was the big difference. So.
Well, you guys can keep chatting. I am going to head off for the night. I've got my race tomorrow to prepare for.
Absolutely.
So thanks, guys, for putting on a good race, and I wish you best of luck in the next round. Take care.
Thanks so much.
And I think
I'm going to jump into this practice race on IRC. So see
that
you
sounds
guys
like
there
a good
if you're
idea.
joining. Yeah, see you guys if you're joining.
Alrighty, so we might as well return Randomizer Mania back to Game Boy, or in this case, Edgeworth, who is doing control. But anyways, before we sign off tonight, I think I should probably bring to attention we have 2 races tomorrow. We have one at 3 p.m. Eastern Time between Weijui and the Countess, and then 2.5 hours later at 5:30 Eastern Time, we have Mr. Holmes and Bent Glass Tube. Both of these races will be on Randomizer Mania tomorrow, so I hope to see everybody there. For my co-commentator, Mr. Holmes, I am Z-Man 050778. Have a great night, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow.